Storybooks are there to teach your kids to be good. Jonathan Livingston Seagull or Little Riding Hood. But comic books are cooler. Zombie horror, traveling blue boxes, Spike and Buffy Angel if we absolutely must.
Ew.
The name's Samantha Maybe. I'm a Loki-loving Whedon lady.
Don't you call me Sammy or I'll punch you in the face.
Really?
Comic fans.
There are still like 45 days till the Doctor Who Christmas special. The comics only come out like once a month, and I'm sad. 45 days is a lot of days. In the last issue, Rory was in danger, and the Doctor and Amy ran off together, and I want to know what happens. This is why I drink. There's that noise again. That noise. I know that noise. That's... It's Doctor Who number 2. Hey, wait a minute. Are you working? Hello? I guess he doesn't want to talk to me today. But at least he gave me a new comic to read.
This issue is called The Hypothetical Gentleman, Part 2. Of 2. Which means that we have to reach a conclusion by the end. Keep that in mind. So like I said, Rory's in danger. The strange, shadowy man pops out of the Artron thingy and shoves his hand through Rory's chest, freezing him in time. Emily asks to see what's inside the gentleman. Awkward. And sees a horde of the Doctor's greatest enemies. The Doctor and Amy are concerned when they find the TARDIS, as it is not where they parked it previously. The Doctor seems to be confused once again about whether or not the device in the museum is a quantum resonator or an Artron capacitor, even though we clearly decided that last issue. The Doctor realizes that the machine, whatever it is, could possibly tear a hole in the fabric of time or something, so they rush back to the museum in the TARDIS. The hypothetical gentleman is threatening Emily and her partner, who also gets frozen in time. Then our shadowy antagonist pulls a Marty McFly and disappears into the Quantron Res capacitor. The Doctor and Amy show up and discover Rory's predicament. Amy is upset, and the typical, "How would you let this happen? You promised you would never let this happen," argument comes up.
Will they ever learn?
The Doctor sends the TARDIS away and gets to work doing something. He's trying to build a machine to control the Artron thingy, while Amy has an existential conversation with Emily. It's interesting that the only characters to get frozen by the hypothetical gentleman are men. I don't think it means anything, but it's interesting. The Doctor explains that the Shadow Man is stealing time from others in order to create his own reality. He's unhappy that someone's toying with his TARDIS, and he thinks he's achieved control over the gentleman's machine and tells everyone they're safe. But of course, he's completely wrong. The Doctor has a confrontation with the gentleman at last and asks who he is. We discover that the blueprints Emily saw in her vision were written in High Gallifreyan, a language that no one in the universe besides the Doctor and maybe Riversong should be able to write in. Amy tells the Doctor to be careful, but he's sure the gentleman won't do anything when a shadow hand is thrust through his occipital lobe. By utilizing all the time energy in the Doctor's mind, the Shadow Man can finally create a reality of his own, at least until Amy smashes the Artron machine. The shadowy man disappears again and yells. Everyone unfreezes. Amy and Rory have a cute moment, and the Doctor is confused. And also cute. He also gets Emily a job. That was nice. Everyone pops into the TARDIS, and they fly away. After we see a panel showing the hypothetical gentleman, maybe I'll just call him Zordon from now on, inside the TARDIS.
So this issue isn't anywhere near bad. I liked it a lot, actually. There was a lot of action and we got the majority of the answers that we wanted after issue number 1. However, some things that were brought up in this issue or last issue were either forgotten or ended up being completely inconsequential. like the name of the machine that Emily created and the fact that the TARDIS had moved. It even became a little confusing. Like, was the TARDIS moving really the result of something connected to the Artron quantum whatever majig? Or was it really just moved because it was in an alleyway? Maybe the TARDIS just gives off Artron energy. I think the thing that really upset me about it was that it made the Doctor look foolish. Then there was the whole Amy and Rory are in constant danger theme, which, as anyone watching the television show will tell you, has been explored ad nauseum, and I personally feel at this point is overdone. The most interesting thing about this issue is the fact that the hypothetical gentleman was revealed to have written those blueprints he transmitted into Emily's head in High Gallifreyan. Literally 9 panels after we learned this, he gets sucked back into the ether, and we never find out anything else about it. Yes, he popped up in the TARDIS in the end, and in a comic book series I could see him easily returning in a future issue, but this is almost the same thing that happened with the Dream Lord in Series 5 of the TV show, and he never came back. You don't just hint at knowledge of Gallifrey and then take it away from me. I was also upset that Rory was frozen for the entirety of the issue. His witty banter is one of my favorite things about reading these comics. However, issue number 3 is titled The Doctor and the Nurse. Hopefully there'll be lots of Rory. Well, the next time the Doctor drops off something interesting, or this thing starts talking again, you'll be the first to know. Until then, I'm Samantha Maybe. Cheers. Buckingham.